So professional.
Like the peanut butter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome to another Thursday night. I know it's been forever, like a month or so since I've done one of these, but old friend Bill from Bill Paints Minis is here to join us, and we're gonna let I believe this is Bo in to join us as well. There he is, Bo. Welcome to the show. Good to
Hey.
see you guys. George, how you doing?
Good.
It's like I've seen you all day long, man. Everywhere I go, there's George. It's freaking great. Giving me the business.
Yeah, I'm funny. You're in chat, like just throwing rocks at Bear and you and James.
Yeah. It's funny, like the chat in these things that we do. It's like hit or miss, you know. I've literally accidentally pissed people off, not intending to, or they're like, oh, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard. Come join the show. Like back in the old days, I'd say something. They're like, oh, we want this guy on the show, and then they meet me and they go, oh, what were we thinking? So, Bo, what are you doing, man?
I guess maybe some connection error going on.
Yeah. I'm sure
connection issue.
He'll be back. He's got carte blanche around these parts. So what's everybody painting tonight?
Well, I'm gonna paint this troglodyte. Let's see if it will focus in on him.
Sick.
Yeah, my GM for my OSE game, he bought a bunch of minis, but he just doesn't have time to paint them. So I needed something to practice on.
That's always cool. How about you, Bill? What are you painting?
I'm not painting tonight. I don't have any of my paint supplies up here currently. I'm 250 miles away from the studio, so.
Oh, okay. So you just.
I'm just here to jabberjaw a little bit.
That's cool.
Checking on all the old friendos.
Right on. Okay, Bo, what are you painting?
If I paint, I've got a whole mess of plague marines over here that I want to work on, but I've got to get I've been working on bases for so long that I haven't done any painting. I've got a bunch of stuff that's primed and base coated, and now I've just got to find. I don't know where any of my stuff is. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm going to be working on this from Planet of the Apes.
Oh, nice. Is that like a? Is that
my water is? I don't know where.
It's the Alpha Omega bomb from Beneath the Planet of the Apes. And Bo is frozen up on us, and George has decided to go AWOL.
Okay. No, I'm here. I was just chewing a piece of. My wife made some chicken with like almond crust on it. It's really good.
Sounds good. And then I've got some other Planet of the Apes miniatures from the Kickstarter. I'm not going to work on. We're not working on the Dice Tower yet, but I will show it off in case you guys haven't seen it before.
Bo, it's good to see you. Long time no see, my friend.
Yeah. I've been what do you call? I don't know. I've been off the social media mostly. I've been trying to make some overtime to do home improvements. Gotcha. And now I've come to the point in time where I spend the money. I just put some new light fixtures in, and I've got more to do. And I would rather be, I don't know. I think that when it comes to hobby stuff, I've got to kind of take it in dribs and drabs. I get burnout on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I get burnout on. Everything frustrates me. Like paint. Nothing frustrates me more than painting miniatures. I don't think anything. I don't think I find anything more absolutely infuriating than trying to make a little army man look like it looks in your head.
Right, for sure.
Well, it sounds to me like you're exactly halfway with all those minis. You know, you get to the halfway point, you look at it and go, that looks like crap. Oh, cool, I'm halfway done.
I've spent hours on like 120 millimeter mini before, never gotten it to where I'm satisfied with it. So
Yeah, I've been there too. Yeah.
in fact,
For
I've
me,
got a
that-
bunch. I've got a bunch of ones that are finished that I keep thinking I might want to revisit. But then if I revisit them, then I'll never get any of the other ones done.
Yeah, I find that going back over them, if I even think about that, I just toss them in I call it the goop. You know, the LA's awesome, and I'll leave them clean again, and I'll start right back over.
I really don't want to start any over from scratch. Usually, unless the paint is
You were saying, Bo, or are you frozen?
I think he's frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen.
the building and art, then I am at the. I think there are very few that I'm really satisfied with. Especially faces, you know, they get caught in the uncanny valley where they look like a Disney animatronic.
I would rather poop in my hands and clap than paint faces. They're so ridiculously hard to get a good face on a model. I don't care what shade of skin tone you're gonna try and stick on that sucker. They take forever.
You know, I've got a real simple technique for faces. It's really simple, and I'm happy with it, and I move on. I painted a flesh color I like. I give it a wash. I let that wash, go into the nooks and crannies where it belongs, and I call it a day. I'm done.
Hey,
But the problem I have with that, Shadow, is that no matter how good your mini looks, as human beings, our eyes are automatically drawn to the face of the mini.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way human beings are. We're programmed to recognize faces. So if your face is bad, to me, doesn't matter how good the rest of the mini is. And that's what bugs me.
Remind me to hide all my minis when you come over to visit.
Well, I don't judge other people's minis. I judge my own minis very harshly.
It's hard to get out of the perfectionist mindset sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
It really depends on. I guess. People have told me, are you painting an army? If you're painting an army, then who's going to look at any one unit in the army or any one representation in the army, except for your headquarters guy, your leader. If you're painting, it doesn't really matter what kind of historical. If you're painting a historical army, your Lord Wellington better look a lot better than your rank and file dudes.
Okay.
You're Napoleon, or you're painting Davy Crockett at the Alamo. Whoever your leader guy is, he's got to look.
Brian coming in over here.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Brian.
Nice.
That was
Brian,
the
you
boots
want
first.
the link?
Yeah, well, thanks,
Just go to
Brian.
work.
Way to be mature.
That's just Brian. We don't ask that of him. We just know better.
Well,
I love it.
I'm trying hard.
Say, Shadow, where did you get these models that you're working on? The Planet of the Apes ones? Because they
look,
look.
weren't they?
It's
Really
the
cool.
Kickstarter for the RPG.
They're coming out with an RPG for it? Wow.
It's already out. I'm doing reviews on it. I'll
Okay.
be doing another one Monday. It's based on the Star Wars D6 system. It's it's one of all the IP RPGs that I've seen, based on movies or some big franchise. It's one of the best. The artwork is just here. Let me show you something real quick. Right off the bat, green metallic gilt, leather cover.
Oh boy.
Double bookmarks. Every picture in here is like an oil painting, as opposed to anything else. Like You know, I mean,
Whoa.
let me find this one picture that I really enjoy.
I like
Right here.
I like the West End games Star Wars. If I'm going to play,
Those are all.
an RPG. There are definitely worse motors to run an RPG.
Oh yeah, it's and I was talking to other people about it. It's not something that you're going to run like a multi-year campaign. It's very very niche. But growing up as a kid, in the early '70s, that was our Star Wars. Before Star Wars, it was Planet of the Apes, and me and my buddy Ricky, we would on recess from first grade to sixth grade, we would play Planet of the Apes, make believe. He and I were Brent and Taylor, and everybody else was an ape. And we would just avoid everybody like crazy. And we did that for 6 years, and it was just a lot of fun. And then he moved away between sixth and middle school, never saw him again. And I love the movies. It was just, I'm watching them right now. I'm watching, tonight I'm going to be watching Escape from the Planet of the Apes. Not one of the stronger movies, but,
Is that the one with the school bus?
I believe so.
I never saw it.
The one where Cornelius and Zira go back to Earth after Taylor nukes the Earth, and somehow, okay, in the role playing game it says how apes hate water. Okay, almost none of them can swim, but yet in the time that Taylor bails from Cornelius and Zira on the beach, they have time to go backtrack, go to the lake that he downed the Icarus in. They bring the Icarus up to the surface, figure out how to run it in the course of the planet of beneath the Planet of the Apes. While Brent and Taylor are doing their thing, Cornelius and Zira are raising the Icarus, figuring out how to launch it and go into space just in time for Taylor to nuke the world, and they get to watch the Earth blow up behind them. I'm like,
they were scientists
who hated water and had nobody to help them,
and had like early industrialization technology,
right? And to bring the Icarus out of the bottom of this lake to the shore, drain it, and figure out how to get it to work and launch.
But made for some pretty good stuff when there was two movies. There was what spoilers for anybody? They end up having a baby in the past.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh sorry. You're watching it again. I'm sorry. Oh, you remember it or?
Yeah. Dude, memorized them practically.
Okay.
I've seen them hundreds of times.
Okay. And then they knew another movie with the baby, where the baby, I guess, leads the rebellion afterwards. Like
it's become their own grandpa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, when you consider that Rod Serling wrote the original screenplay, it's like the best Twilight Zone ever, in my opinion. And we lost Bill, and he's back somewhere. So yeah, for me, growing up loving the Twilight Zone, and then when I found out Rod Serling did the screenplay, obviously he didn't do everything, and he had help. But
it's based on a novel, right? Did you read the novel?
Pierre Boulez.
Yeah, French.
And I've never read it, but I plan on getting it because I have the other books, but I don't have the first one. And it was just, we didn't have a lot of great sci-fi prior to the Planet of the Apes. I mean, great that we could watch on TV like pretty consistently. We had Star Trek. You might have had Space 1999. I didn't. That was before my time, believe it or not. Or we just didn't get it. And occasionally on Saturdays there'd be some monster movie in the early, almost mid-afternoon. But we were usually doing stuff. And then Saturday night or Friday night there might be a sci-fi movie. But even then, there weren't like a lot of great ones that were regular. Planet of the Apes though was that thing up until 1977, and then we got Buck Rogers, Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, just all kinds of crap. Just suddenly, it was a bigger thing, and
it was like 5 movies at least, from what I remember.
Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, and then Battle for the Planet of the Apes. So we don't talk about that one because that one makes no sense and has no definitive location in the timeline because it's retarded.
Yeah. Well, that's the one with the school bus, I remember. Because my brother, I think he's like your age, and he had a lunchbox that was from that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I had a Beneath the Planet of the Apes lunchbox, but I also had an Apple's Way lunchbox, which nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about when I say that. It was like the C grade version of the Waltons. Didn't even last the whole season. Somehow, my lunchbox got stolen or broken or something. My parents rushed out. No, this is the only one they had. I'm like, oh my god, I hate that show.
I got lucky. I got the remember that show Emergency, the two like
I had
firemen.
one of those. I also had an Adam 12.
I love
That
that
was
show.
Adam 12 or Emergency?
Emergency.
Okay.
I grew up watching that with my dad. That was like his show because I don't know. I think it was just they played what is it, Ladder 29 or whatever over and over again at the fire station. He just hated watching it. So like
okay.
that was he got a lot of kicks out of watching Emergency in his off time when he wasn't at the fire station. So that's kind of
Firefighters.
yeah, that's one of those things that I grew up with that. That's super cool.
Yeah, they had
Love
a good
that show.
formula. It's like the formula was like the two guys. They were like the rescue. They would do the rescue squad stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and they would like start out with like a rescue squad thing, but then it would end, and it would end up going to the hospital. They visit that doctor that was always on, and then like they'd end the episode with like a big thing with the whole company goes out to battle a fire or something.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of one of those cool story engines.
Yeah,
Yeah, they really didn't do, except for like that show that Dennis Leary was in. I can't think of too many, shows like that. A lot of cop shows. Like the most prevalent type of TV show of all time was the cop show, as far as my research. But I can't think of too many. And no, not racist. Trailer Boys is an epic board game with the whole crew in miniatures. Okay. Never Trust an Ape. Yep, definitely. Brian, you going to join us?
Brian said that he saw they're making a Mystery Science Theater 3000 game. Are you talking about like an RPG, or I bet it's a board game, if anything? I don't know what else. Yeah.
I actually, Squirrel Hermit sent me the Monty Python Holy Grail role-playing game.
That's great.
And it came with a sash, a pair of plastic coconuts, some weird-ass dice. Squirrel sent me like a ton of really, really expensive, cool stuff that he's just clearing the house. And I'm like, dude, you got to let me send you something. Shipping, money, something. Nope, refused. Absolutely wouldn't let me send him. He even sent me the thing that I'm like, I can't wait to go into was the Dying Earth Kickstarter, Goodman Games. I love that setting and the way he wrote and the way people talked. And he sent me that, and it's just sitting over there, just shining at me because it's got this really cool like reflecto tape. Remember the silver tape that had the like rainbow when you looked at it different angles? It's got that kind of.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Very, very 70s kind of stuff. But the whole box cover is like that. And every time I look at it, it just winks at me. It's just like, I'm over here, Shadow. Come open me. And I'm like, I got to do these other things first. But Christmas, December, I will definitely, when I'm done with Planet of the Apes, that'll be the thing I'm going to deep dive into.
Nice.
And more of God. Barrows and Borderlands. I think everybody here would actually really dig that game if you're into, like Dying Earth, post-apocalyptic, Gamma World, weird. Just like take every freaking like crazy cool thing and just throw it into one RPG. Mutants and robots and lasers and dinosaurs and UFOs and just all the craziest shit you could think of, and just throw it in a blender and make a nice freaking.
Are you talking about Borderlands, the video game?
No. Let me show you.
Okay. Is it? Oh, okay, gotcha. Got Barrows and Borderlands.
All right. Question.
All right.
Arduin Grimoire takes like 30, 33, 34, 35 has got a chart. that talks about energy weapons doing flat damage,
Uh-huh.
and it talks about armor penetration, and it says AC 2+2, AC 2+4. What does the plus mean?
I believe it's your dex modifier.
I don't know if that really makes sense. I have to look at it again. But I've been looking at that page for days trying to puzzle it out. I need a secret decoder ring. I need my official Dave Hargrave secret decoder ring, because everything is written.
I could be wrong, but I think you have your regular armor class, 10 to 0, and then each one of those, if it has a dex modifier, it's noted as a plus.
Right, but he's talking about armor penetration and damage by energy weapons.
Yep.
Doesn't really make sense if it's talking about a dex bonus in context.
I guess it's some sort of, kind of a mechanic to represent agility and possible dodging instead of just rolling to dodge, which
it doesn't explain it though. It's just a chart.
I know, dude. Arduin was the original Arduin stuff was really messy, really just stream of consciousness typed out and then forgotten about, or readdressed later. It just it was the fly by the seat of your pants, independent back room sort of underground, almost bootleg.
I'm sure he did it, worded it like that to avoid lawsuits from
absolutely
from CSR. But how am I supposed to use it in a game if I can't understand it?
I believe if you, by the time you finish the trilogy, you might understand the armor class bonuses or the armor class charts. I just never used them. It was really simple. I was already using it as an addition to AD&D, not Whitebox. So I just I don't know what this is, but this will work. I'll just use FACO and armor class and crap like that. What's up, Brian? How you been, man? We can't hear a word you're saying, and that's probably.
Have you guys seen Seth Borkowski's new video?
I saw the thumbnail. I didn't watch it. Which one? Yeah, we can hear you. What's it about?
It's the one he talks about all the three different like panics that involve role playing games. You had like the satanic panic.
Oh yeah.
The cult panic.
Yeah,
I saw that. It was really good, actually. I enjoyed that one.
I actually saw somebody else's take
when
satanic panic.
Oh wow, it's an hour long.
Well, it's funny because when I first read it, how he titled it titled kind of like, I don't know. But then he explained it, like why he titled it that way, because it's more than just the satanic panic. There was a couple other like, that involved
morality police
role-playing games. One of them was like cults, and the other one was, I can't remember what the third one was, but yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's weird because I, like, of all the people I've ever met, I'm the only one who knew people that were like were everything their parents and the MAD group and all the other watch groups were. Everything they were afraid of. I knew the people they were afraid of. Like I started working at this game shop when I was 14, and lots of adults and kids from all over the world showed up, and I bumped into and occasionally played with until I found out what they were all about, that were everything your mom and dad should have been afraid of. I mean, full on, animal sacrificing freaking before the game kind of people.
Yeah. I remember I grew up in New Jersey, and there's these cliffs over the Hudson, overlooking the Hudson River. We used to always say like Satanists doing things in the woods by the cliffs. Like it was always kind of like a thing. Like I never seen anyone. I know everyone's saying, "Oh yeah, I saw this one cave and they painted the devil on the wall and stuff like that." 80s were weird.
They were a lot of fun.
Her dad was in the Air Force, right? And he was guarding the missile silos in North Dakota. And she said that it's kind of an unwritten rule where you don't go to certain areas because there are like hill people, like forest people that would come down and like
Yeah, we got this
The
place
locals
called,
say take breeding stock or steal kids or shit.
we've got this place up in near Lake Elsinore called Black Star Canyon, and everybody tells you stay away from it at night. And
Is that by Elsinore Brewery?
no, Lake Elsinore. And one night,
There's a joke. It's a strange brew joke.
oh, okay.
Elsinore Brewery.
And one night we went up there because we were stupid. We took our friend's car up there, and we were we're just getting high or something. I forget exactly what. And we see this procession of torches in the 1980s along the frickin' highway.
Note to self: stay away from New Jersey, Black Star, and missile silos. Got it.
That's it, baby. Just stay at home. You'll be all right.
And,
Well, man, when you become a fireman, man, you're gonna be walking into this shit. It's like a bunch of Satanists, and there's an open pentagram with like a devil coming out causing fires. You're like shit. I gotta put that out.
Right? We just got done.
To prevent human sacrifice.
Right? We just got done with HAZWOPER, which is like all of the. It's a giant acronym, but it's basically like terrorism and biochemical weapons, chemical spills, like that whole line of stuff. And they have a whole section in the book just like on booby traps, and some of them are absolutely wild, like crutches that will fall from, like, if you're going up a stairwell, people who have rigged crutches on a spring with a knife at the end of it, where you'd like put it on your shoulder and it just like swings down, like absolutely wild. I know there's going to be crazy stuff out there, but at least if I can avoid some of these areas, I feel like I can, just lower that percentage of things I'll see.
That's crazy.
Down a little bit. So just a little bit.
It's insane. Like my
Here's
cousin,
the kicker, man. You don't get to choose where you're going. When there's a fire, you're going wherever.
Yeah. Oh, you go into a bad neighborhood, they'll throw rocks at the truck sometimes.
Oh yeah.
It's like the one, like my cousin
Obama.
was a fireman in Jersey City. They used to do that all the time, throw rocks at the trucks. And kind of thing about like the hill people. We had like we have a form of the hill people in Jersey and New York, upstate New York border, called the Jackson Whites, which are kind of like a tribe of renegades that like kind of people that were kicked out of New York before the Revolution, and they end up like just taking some native wives and making this weird population with all these Dutch names. And like they'll like burn a car because like one of their own did something to one of the others, so they're kind of dealing with it within themselves. And my one friend was a rescue squad guy from Ramsey, and he also did fire department. And they would go there and they basically would block the road and not let you go, put out the fire of that he set because this one guy maybe did something wrong in their community. Sorry, I don't want to scare you from it.
No. It's
I
know
think
there's gonna be crazy
Or
stuff
warned
out there,
or
man.
armed.
Right? I love that expression.
Well, man, all the cool kids are doing it, like the Romans, the Sabine women. They kind of took all the women, wanted to start Rome up.
There you go. Brian, it's good to see you, man. How you been?
Yeah, dude. I saw you over at coffee. Gamers with Coffee.
Yeah,
this weekend. Yeah, I saw you.
I'm trying to check in on folks
folk
when I can. I'm trying to make the rounds and let people know I'm still putting eyes on them and supporting what they're doing.
Yeah, I had a
real life took over for a while.
I had this surgery about July, and I couldn't be on any live streams or anything like that at all because I couldn't talk. And it gave me a lot of time to think, about people who I hadn't seen like in the last year. And so I made a concerted effort to remedy that, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah,
that's cool.
For sure.
It didn't take much to just say, "Hey, dude, what's up?"
I know. And Bill, you're one of the guys that I said I'm gonna hit that guy up, and I didn't.
It's all good. I haven't really been doing a lot of painting with going back to school. It's just been, there's some, like tonight, I'm basically like I'm scrubbing tonight for all of the testing and stuff that I have to do. I'm just pushing that onto the weekend at this point because I'm a little burnt out, man. I needed to go talk some nerdish with some like-minded folks and just kind of geek out for a bit.
Around these parts.
You know.
Can't get more nerdy than this tonight,
man.
Right?
Bo almost didn't join us.
Uh-oh. What's going on with Bo? What you got going on, Bo?
It's really simple. I can sum it up in one sentence. I'm a hobbyist that hates people.
Well, that's okay. I could put a crimp in some things, right? A hobby where you hate people.
I could just sit in my basement and paint.
Yeah.
I love role playing. I love role playing games, but I find sometimes people are just nauseating, just puke in a bucket. So I'm a misanthrope. I'm not a bigot. I'm a misanthrope. There's plenty of hate in my heart for everybody.
It's nice. He's a giver. He's a giver.
I'm a giver. That's right. I'm a giver.
What was that in Clerks? I hate people, but I love gatherings.
That's right. Oh yeah, I love parties. I love being out and seeing festivities and parades and dinner parties. But it's the whole with
the talking.
I like persons. I hate people. Two people. How does it go? A crowd. Anytime you get more than 4 or 5 people together, the IQ just drops precipitously.
Sure. That's. Well, I mean, back in my day, that's what made parties fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw your Human Torch paint up, Brian. That was pretty sick.
You never answered my question. Was that clear plastic or what?
Well, yeah. What was that made
Those
out of?
They're HeroClix figures.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, it's like a painted clear plastic.
Okay.
Touched up on.
I thought I recognized the clear plastic tone. You know, that orange that so many companies use. There's nothing wrong with that. Just wanted to know. So.
Yeah. Clear plastic airbrush is really nice, though. Get some like ink, spray it with ink, and lay it down really smooth. It's nice.
There you go.
I just bought I just spent I spent like $75 on like STLs this week. There's a big 40% off that Mr. K, Caillou Matsu or whatever. He's got a bunch of badass shit. It's like 40% off everything until at the beginning of the next month. So Black Friday. Yeah.
Nice.
I was on Colts looking at STLs that made me wish I had a 3D printer. But
my ex-wife, she calls me up and she's like, "All right, man, I know you're into 3D printing. Help me buy one." She's into dolls and shit. She wants to 3D print like dolls and doll bits and all that kind of crap.
Yeah. Oh, I did. I was looking at STLs with some really tiny little bells. I need some plague bells for my nerd. I need some plague bells, and then I saw a giant plague bell that would fit on the back of a Rhino or a Land Raider. Like, I need that. I need that in my life, but I don't want to spend. When all of the plastic is painted, then I can move on to a 3D printer. But I don't want to start printing stuff while I still have plastic to paint.
Yeah, I have a FDM printer, and I still try to print stuff here and there. Sometimes it's a kind of hit or miss. You get like an STL that can handle like being, big layer lines and kind of hard to print. But I just know that I would never, if I got a resin printer, I would use it less, just because it looks like hell just dealing with all those resins.
Well, it's a hobby. I think once you get a all right.
Oh, look at that.
Are you getting all the supports off of that? Oh
Yeah,
wow,
I'm
that
cutting
is
off the supports on this bad boy.
that
It's
is
gonna take me a
sick.
bit.
That it looks like some kind of orgy going on.
It's like a
So like a monster
well, it's
made out
cool.
of
So
people?
in Arctic, yeah, it's just like they're all amalgamated together, right? They're all fused together. But in that Arctic Cthulhu, they have this chemical weapon, right? And they shoot this chemical weapon, and this chemical gets on dead bodies, and it like reanimates them, and they kind of like fuse together, and they make this big old kind of like a flesh golem kind of thing, and they attack. So what they do is they shoot these chemical shells in like mash units, first aid depots, or even like like graveyards and stuff, so they can produce these like behind the scene, like behind the lines kind of units to attack.
Oh, nice.
That's what these are going to be.
George, I was just kind of thinking about how you were talking about layer lines and things like that.
Yeah.
Over the last year, I've been researching how to produce plastic models, like injection molded plastic models.
Yep.
And I'm waiting on a couple of creators out there. One of them is working on a injection molding machine that can take and crush and recycle plastic bits like bottle caps or other pieces like that. And then I've also been looking at like CNC machines to make them like actual molds out of like aluminum. And I guess you can use certain types of FDM filaments for that. And
okay.
But I've been worried that if I go and buy an FDM printer to try and make those molds, that they'll end up with too many ridges on them and not really look right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's the same kind of scenario you're talking about. Like,
I don't know, man. Those filament printers are getting really fucking good.
Yeah,
they're getting really good.
They're getting really good.
I mean, they're not better than the resins. The resins is, if you want detail and stuff, you need to get resin. But I'm telling you, man, those filament printers are getting better and better every year. Every new model.
Yeah, I see how fast they are now. I got one a few years ago, and now they're like so much faster. And you can switch colors or switch filaments, or have like a rack on the top that will like have like a dissolvable support filament that you can switch back and forth.
Oh no shit!
And printed color.
Yeah.
Filament printers can print in color.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Because you have like 3 or 4 spools with different colors, and you make these layers green and these layers purple. And
this is what I did recently. It's where am I mirrored? I guess.
Like a little boat.
And one of the other
it's like a piece for Japan or something.
Oh, cool.
Crafting Gamer sent me this. It's supposed to be a dice holder. It screws up. The top screws off.
Yeah.
And you can hold like a set. God damn. you can fit like a set of dice. It's supposed to be like a I don't know, big freaking
like an anti-aircraft round or something like that.
Yeah,
it's like a 20 mil.
Yeah, The other one he sent me, this tip right here actually glows in the dark. The other one, it was the whole tip, and I love glow in the dark plastic. I don't know why. Probably because it's cool as shit, and I've got all kinds of glow in the dark stuff. And the idea of being able to print, large scale, I've got a collection of the marks. Some of you probably remember.
Marks. I had it all, dude.
Like the giant army man, the giant statues of the Hulk and Spider-Man. Well, I've got the Marks Universal movie monsters in glow in the dark. I've got Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Phantom of the Opera, the Wolfman. I don't have Frankenstein or Dracula, but I've had them for freaking decades.
The Preacher's the best one in that line.
Yeah, and they're not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And just something about glow in the dark stuff.
So I've got a little show and tell for you guys recently, and I've been looking for this game for like years now. It's called Zaya by Far Off Games. It was created by a guy named Cody Miller. And it's a ridiculously fun sandbox style space adventure game. It's an absolutely massive box, but it's really, really good.
Never heard of it.
How big is it big? Like Twilight Imperium big or bigger than that?
No, it's not quite. I've got it here if you want to see the size of it. It's like it's smaller than
How is
Twilight.
it big?
I mean, it's big, but it's not like Twilight big. But they just
The largest game I've. No, go ahead.
they just did a reprint of this sucker after having it be out of stock for so long. It was ridiculous trying to pick that up. But you fly around space or whatever, and you generate these little tiles that you move around on. So the board grows as the game progresses,
Right.
which I thought was just like
That's a
super
cool
cool.
Like a dungeon crawler, but it's a space crawler. Where the board expands.
Yeah, for sure. And there's like ways to customize your ship and like buy new ships and stuff. Super cool game. I just thought you guys would find that kind of interesting. It's one that's you can change the length of the game too. So if you want to just play for like 45 minutes, you can adjust the game settings to play for like 45 to an hour, or you can have it be like a 3-hour slog if you're with some hardcore nerds.
Right.
Yeah.
I have played both.
Yeah.
I've definitely played marathon games, although I don't at my old age.
Hey, I just finished this.
Get up every hour and stretch your feet. You'll be all right.
Clock check, right?
I
Gotta do
just
a clock
finished
check.
this statue. Here, I'm going to blow myself up so you can see it. Where the hell is that?
I don't know.
There we go. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that for George.
That's looking good, George. I like the red on there. It's a nice color.
I'm trying to do. I saw this video. That girl with the nose piercing. She did,
Lila
like-
Miss?
Yeah,
He's actually really a girl, so I like her. There's nothing. Some of them are definitely not, and some of them I'm kind of not sure about. But I'm 99% sure she is a cis female.
yeah. So she does she does color underneath.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's undertoning. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do that, but I'm probably gonna ruin it. But
You're over the chat. There you go, Shadow.
It's a statue of the lawgiver,
Yeah.
Right.
and I
nice.
wanted it to look like it was made out of like the rocks we have out here in California, as opposed to that gray stone that they made it look like in the movie.
You mean granite?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's just. So I was
It
looking
looks
at
like some kind of dusty marble or something. It's really cool. I like how you did that. Is that just a brown wash over?
No, it's actually sand golem speed paint. And then over it, I just did dry brushings of white, another white, and then ivory.
Right.
There you
To
go.
bring out the various highlights, because like the one in the movie, it just looks like fake stone. I mean, it really looks like they just took styrofoam, sprayed it black, and then dry brushed it white. And I didn't want to do that.
I bet it was that really good Corning pink styrofoam though. The really thick stuff.
Maybe.
The kind you can't get in California.
Yeah, because you're just rubbing it in. Fuck. See what you're doing. I can't get that stuff.
You guys can't even have straws in California anymore.
Like the guy
no, they took that away. It's really simple, Brian. They took that away because they found out that when you put them in your nose, the moisture destroys the straw.
Who's putting them in there? Oh, that's
when
the
they're
joke.
snorting cocaine.
California.
It's the blonde.
He made a funny there.
Yeah,
blonde
I
hair.
got a way better reaction on James's show.
Not just cocaine. They could have been snorting meth. They could be snorting OxyContin.
No, where to squirrel. I mean,
just snort whatever's laying
Yeah,
around.
well, I mean, bath salts, whatever.
Just helium. What was that movie? Where he was just sucking up the helium. Gosh, it was like,
It's like that Cheech and Chong. One of the Cheech and Chongs, they're out of weed, so they just smoke that cockroach. They said, "Fuck it, let's smoke this roach, man." Fuck it, we got nothing else.
Then I got another creature. Just to give you an idea, in the Planet of the Apes game, this is like a sea serpent that's got arms.
Damn.
Just to show you that there's like more than just humans, apes, and mutants in the RPG. There's actually some radioactive mutant type creatures. 2,000 years after the nuclear war, the apes are running things, but there's some other things out there that you can bump into, getting fights with or what.
I always thought their rifles looked cool. Those modified rifles, the wooden stock, extends.
I was thinking about that last night watching the Beneath the Planet of the Apes. I would love to be able to get a functioning, 30.
They're built on M1 carbines.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're built on M1 carbines. You can get it. The vintage ones are getting kind of expensive, but
right. Get a functioning Planet of the Apes M1. That's a little bit different.
You got to build the stock yourself.
Yeah. And I was trying to figure out
with a 3D printer.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I should just do that because I've got my handy dandy plasma pistol here. That's a 3D print.
So
cool.
Life size.
Yeah.
Don't use it.
Someone actually sent me this. They heard someone out there with a 3D printer heard I was, wanting to, try some of these out to paint them up. And they just said, I'll just print one up for you. And I'm like, fucking cool. And then I saw there's some out there that light up, the plasma coil lights up. And I'm like, shit. All right. I'm going to have to go that route next, aren't I? I saw some Mark 1 and 2 phasers from Star Trek. Did any of you guys have the old Star Trek? I think it was Ertl or Revell, I forget what model company. It had the phaser, the communicator, and the tricorder as a model kit that were not quite life size, but they were life size enough as a 12-year-old kid that I could build the phaser and the communicator and the tricorder, go in my backyard and ask Scotty to beam me up, and he never would. Star Trek. It was. I went through like 3 or 4 of those kits as a kid. My dad's like, "What? We just bought you one." Yeah, but it broke. I dropped it. Or something like that, And then I looked up the kits and I was thinking, I was fighting Khan and the Gorn, and it got smashed. And those things go for about $150 a kit now. Ooh. And they're still sealed. I'm like, wow. I really stopped making them, 30 years ago or whatever, but you can still get them still sealed. And I'm like, dang.
You just print that shit up now.
Yeah, that's what I did. I looked, I went, oh, okay. So for $20, I can get a Mark 1 and 2 phaser. The little handheld that pops in and out of the phaser. And I'm like, okay, that's the way to go. But then I realized, I'm just gonna paint it black and silver and call it a day. And what am I gonna do with it? I'm not gonna go cosplay or anything like that.
The Federation Marines look fucking awesome. And like the last was it Undiscovered Country and. I want to say maybe the first movie or something. I think the first movie. Remember the Marines? They had that kind of body armor on. Mm-hmm. They had the helmets. Federation Marines.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Those guys or security or whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Heavy security or.
Yeah. Those guys were cool looking. I can't wait for that terminology to start making a comeback. They're not Marines. They're just heavy security.
Heavy security. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. It's a police action.
Really, Squirrel. I just bought the season 1 of the original series Star Trek. I bought it used, but it's in perfect condition. Even the book that came with it was still sealed, but it was $20 on eBay, and it came with and a next generation tricorder, but I got to find batteries for that. $20 is practically. I mean, the only thing they did was they take the shrink wrap off and then realized, I don't want to watch this, and then threw it in a shelf somewhere and sold it to me for $20.
That's one thing. Nice. That's one thing I always wish that Star Trek would have done is the Federation's ground troops.
They're not military.
They gotta
They're
have
ground
them.
troops.
I mean, they gotta have some sort of like security ground, like tanks and shit. They got it.
Like they got it. No, they don't. It's
They
Utopia.
gotta I mean, well, no, I mean they gotta secure their bases from. I mean, they're still fighting people.
No. See, hopefully Berman and Brega would have said yes. But I think originally, I think that Roddenberry would have said no.
Yeah, he would have said no.
The episode with the Gorn, they did in the beginning, like where they're actually having the battle.
They were like a mortar. Didn't they have like an indirect fire weapon or something? Heavy phaser or something like that?
They were.
And they also,
artillery.
yeah. I remember, and what they had, it looked like a mortar or something when they.
It was it was a mortar.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, wasn't it in the pilot? They had that.
No, that was a phaser rifle. That was in.
It was like on a tripod and shit, right?
Oh no, there was an artillery piece like that they used in in the first pilot.
Yeah.
The pilot of the phaser rifle, but that was the only one it was in.
Yeah, and wasn't it the was it Miguel Barrett who actually was firing off that rifle? Not the tripod.
No, but that was like remote control had up, maybe. Because she was like the first officer in the first pilot.
Yeah, she looked very different when she was younger.
Yeah, there was. I think one of the earlier ones, the one where the guy like turns into a god. Like,
that's the second pilot.
That's the pilot.
Second pilot.
Yeah.
So we don't talk about that fifth movie, Squirrel. We don't talk about that one because that one was garbage.
I think they had a phaser rifle in that one.
You didn't like the fifth?
Yeah,
one?
You want to meet God? Undiscovered Country? No, that was cool.
Yeah. Oh, Undiscovered Country was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Oh yeah, that's one of the better.
That's probably my second favorite.
Really?
It's Wrath of Khan and Undiscovered Country. Fuck yeah. The Klingons and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
Is that the one with the ice planet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Brian, I was just thinking, I'm watching you cut all these all of the supports off that model. You should take a look at ultrasonic hobby knives.
What?
They're ultrasonic hobby knives. Yeah,
vibroblades? Is that what you're talking?
Basically, yeah. It's just a hobby knife.
Yeah.
And it's got like a little reciprocating motor in it, but it's like tiny. And it just vibrates and it cuts through plastic like a lot easier than just trying to push.
Seen those, but I don't have any price range for those things. I have no idea how much they cost.
Because
I'll go hunting around for you. I'll go hunting around.
I got my hot knife here always ready, and that's always been my go-to for at least the last 5 years for any tricky bits that might snap, especially on clear plastic sprues. I instantly go to the hot knife. I won't even take a chance with clippers or anything like that. Just hot knife it, and you don't get the tension build up and any chance of shattering of the piece or breakage, or any pieces that are in like really, really tight, that you can just you can't even get your clippers in. Heat up the hot knife and take the piece out without any damage.
Okay, forget I said anything, Brian. That I unless if you're doing like a 3D printing farm, I don't think this would be worth it. I thought these were going to be a lot cheaper than they are. It looks like they're like way too much, man. Somewhere between 120 and 170 bucks.
It's the vibro knife, man. It's right out of Cyberpunk.
Or I think was my first encounter with.
I want to say 40K had vibro knives and Rogue Trader.
By a decade, if not two.
A monofilament knife.
Yeah, right. I want that.
Well, there you go.
I guess if you were doing a lot of that work, I could see how this would really help you.
Okay, let me introduce you to my pile of shame called Dungeons and Lasers Terrain.
Well, there's a lot of like cleanup and models that I think a vibrating knife would probably help.
Yeah.
If you're like trying to like, so you're making like you said, your own little print business.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a Proxxon. I used it once. I paid $1.25, $125 for it. Used it one time for the show, and it's right there in the closet. But I know it's there. Something like that. If I found one for let's say an even 100 plus shipping, I might still grab it, knowing that I've got that in my toolbox, even if I like never use it. I've got tools that like I've got a Dremel. I just found it. It's 25 years old. It still works. And I'm like, it's good to know that I still have that. I thought I lost it or someone stole it, but it was at the bottom of my toolbox. One of my tools.
I've been through like 5 Dremels, like big, like the flexible shaft ones and everything, right? It always just gets destroyed by the women I date. All 5, they've wanted to borrow it for whatever fucking reason, their nails or whatever hobby, and they just burn the fuck out of it. I don't know what they do. They just destroy it. I'm like,
are you talking about the ones
Mel
with
broke
the
my
motor,
last one just a couple months ago.
like the hangable motor and the flexible? You're kidding me. What are they doing to that thing? Those are I've
like
only seen them. They're
flexible.
indestructible. Like, how do you burn those out?
They make it happen.
Wow.
They make it happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably, honestly, just running it and not turning it off when you're not using it, kind of thing. Like we'll just turn it off, even though it's in our hand. We'll turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. They'll just probably like overrun it. I can't really picture them, doing any heavy, stone grinding or anything like that, or anything with resistance.
Shit, who knows?
Just leaving it on.
My women.
Or dropping it.
They nuts.
Dropping it would be my number 2 guess.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm telling what they're doing. The women that deal with my dumb ass, they're kind of crazy.
Well, yeah.
But you're married now, so it's all right.
Sure.
You got a good one now. You're all settled down. No more stupid shit.
Crazy as hell.
No more getting rhabdo at the gym.
My cousin borrowed mine to like.
Ladies, please, I'm here to work out.
Bow.
Did you get a chance to play that Wolfenstein box?
I haven't yet, man. We shit, dude. I've been working like 30 days in a row kind of shit the last few months. And just, someone, I don't know if I told you guys, but someone destroyed my car last week.
What?
Someone smashed right into me and fucking destroyed my car. All they got was, it was like a big, like a commercial van, and the only thing that happened to it had like a little, everything's metal on this.
So it was an accident, not a break-in.
No, it was an accident. But yeah, I mean, I got money for it. I only got like $6,000 for it. That's pretty good for what it was. And now I just got to find a new fucking car. You know how that is. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Find a new place to live and finding a car. God almighty. The worst.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
It's not the same thing. You're looking for a car to live in.
No.
Living in a van down by the river.
I've done that before. I've done that. Lived in my car for about 3 months. I was single, living on the beach, so it wasn't a big deal.
Don't you miss that when you could actually stay overnight on the beach and they wouldn't hassle you?
Oh man, it's funny because I was living down in Shark Key, and in Florida, and I had a job renting. See, because I was just living in my car, I just got some chump ass job renting out jet skis. Right during the day, I just rent out jet skis and fuck with all that. And then at dusk, when the shop closed up, I would take a jet ski out, like, in the water and watch the sunset. And then I'd sit out there in the dark for like, you're not supposed to, but sitting out in the dark for about 10, 30 minutes or so. And you could hear fucking sea life. And it's just, it makes you, and you look up in the sky, see how small you really are and the fucking immensity that is the ocean. Yep. And the sky above you. It's pretty wild.
When my little brother and I were, preteen even, we would go, we'd take like, our mom would give us $1. We'd use $0.25 to get to the beach. And then we'd use the 50 cents to buy lunch and dinner. And then we would just sleep on the beach overnight and then take a bus home the next morning. And mind you, we weren't teenagers yet. We could do that and nobody would harass us or bother us or even know we were there other than our fire pit that we would start, so we didn't freeze to death overnight. But all we had was our swim trunks and a blanket or beach towel. And it was, would have never thought that there was any danger, from that. And now, if somebody told you that their kid did that, oh my God, you'd be going to jail. As a parent, you'd be going to jail, just no question asked. You know what I mean?
So knowing how people are today, then just knowing all the folks that all the PDF files in their white vans. How would you feel if Jackie said, "Yeah, I stayed at the beach last night"?
I'd be like, that was a long trip. We're like 400 miles away.
Smart ass.
Well, it's true. I mean, I used to live like 35, 45 minutes away walking to the beach. Now I live, hundreds of miles.
We got the Gulf beaches and whatnot, but the water's all fucking dirty, right? But we have a lot of Army Corps lakes and all throughout the state, and some of these lakes are beautiful, man. And a lot of them have like beach, like sand beaches. Pretty cool. Yeah, you have to check them out, man.
That's the plan, dude.
There are crazy people who will go out on Lake Superior when there are like storms and stuff, and they'll surf the waves in like the 34-degree waters. It's absolutely insane to watch.
There's your adrenaline. I used to know a bunch of surfers down in Florida. They're fucking nuts, dude. They live in a hovel. They all live together. They eat Taco Bell all fucking day. And they just live minimal just to surf. That's all they fucking do is surf.
Yeah,
that's it.
When I was about 14 or so, I kind of did the same thing. It was awesome for a while, and then I think Jaws came out, and I never went back to the beach to surf again. not.
Man, when I first saw Jaws, my brother, I was the youngest, right? My fucking older brother told me Jaws was in the toilet, right? And I'm a fucking kid, dude, and I didn't shit for fucking like a month. And my parents were fucking pissed because I would like shit in the like closet because I was scared to go to the bathroom because Jaws will eat me. So like my parents beat the shit out of my brother. What'd you do to him? He won't even shit. Come on.
I gotta go feed the kids.
Take care, Bo.
On
that note,
we're playing tomorrow night. Be ready.
Unless I said it's my wedding anniversary. If my wife wants to go out tomorrow night, we're going out tomorrow night.
Happy anniversary, dude.
All right.
What year are you at?
Oh wait, let me think. 22 or 23.
Wow. It's me and Mel's official wedding date on the 22nd, which is a couple days. It'll be our third. But I mean, we've been together for like 8, I think, or something like that.
I'm looking at 25 or something like
living
that.
in sin.
Who keeps track? Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been married a long time.
Well, I'll post the recap for the week before last because I didn't do it. I just got distracted, and I'll post the recap. And if you miss out or you think you're going to miss out, just tell me what you're going to do after I post the recap.
Well, I know I need to make my character. I've got to use the current god that we're dealing with to double time the demon that's after me.
Okay.
I'll play both ends. That's what you're supposed to do. You're like, oh, okay. I'll make friends with this guy for a while to get rid of that guy, and make friends with that guy to get rid of this guy.
Bo, Squirrel's got a little message for you before you take off.
Ultimate mini hand.
No. It's on the screen. I mean, they're all on the screen, but God bless you and yours, Bo. Blessings for your anniversary.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Hermit. I miss you muchly. I haven't seen you online in forever.
Yeah.
We still have to get a game. We still have to get a game going using Hard World because I really want to play. I don't know what rules he uses. Is it its own system or is it just
It's the whole thing.
a setting?
It's the whole thing. It's the whole kit and caboodle.
The total kit and caboodle, because I am anxious to
Learn about it?
I think he froze.
I think you did.
He's really intensely looking at something. Simon says, "Don't move."
Yeet.
Nice. I'm going to steal that one. That's really good there, Brian. Oh, man. I picked these two colored greens thinking
Oh, there he is. He's back now.
the contrast.
He's back now.
I don't know what happened. My phone glitched out.
How's your paint up going, George?
Oh, not bad. The red's dried. I'm going to go and spray some white from above. So actually, I was just about to tell you guys that.
Check you out.
Yeah.
This guy will be the experiment, and hopefully, if it works out, I'll do it on the other 5.
I love doing test models, man. That's one of my favorite parts of painting. Because you're only doing one, and you're kind of seeing what works, what doesn't. And
but then, what if it works and you can't replicate it?
That's the thing. I suggest anybody that's new to this, right? If you're painting armies and shit, write down the colors that you use for what units, because you step away for a couple months and you come back and you're like, oh shit, what colors was I using for this?
Especially when
US unit or whatever.
When you've got more than one set of paint, like I do, I've got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I've got like almost 10 different sets of paint, including. I mean, right here on this side of my table, I've got 400 bottles of paint.
So I'm gonna blow your minds here. Have you heard of an app called Brush Rage?
No.
So essentially, what it is I've got a whole bunch of projects here. I set one up for Brian's Wolfenstein project. I didn't do anything with it, but I have one project here, Count Cormac, that I did for the Dungeon Minister. But I have in here. It shows me all of the colors that I used, and I took pictures along the way for different techniques. Cool. And I've got all of the different colors in here that I went through. But it has basically all of there's a color library that you select all the colors that you have access to. For me, I downloaded the entire Monument Hobbies range. But like they have for Vallejo, GW. Really? Monument Hobbies. There's even like super obscure paint brands there, and the colors are like color matched, so you can kind of get a decent idea of what it's going to be. The color just from the digital to the whatever.
Sure.
And it also has like paint timers or whatever. So I have on this particular model, it took me 3 hours to complete the entire model.
Oh, okay.
And you just like hit go or whatever. There's comments. There's a to-do list on it. You can bring in reference images. I had like one of a cape that I was trying to replicate the cloth with. So I wanted to kind of make that into, onto the model. And it's super helpful. And you can get it for Android. There's another one for iPhone, and I forget the name of it, but it's a different app. It does the same thing. But that, taking painter's notes, that has helped me immensely over the course of time is having that app.
Is it expensive?
That's cool.
No, it's free.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's free.
And so it's got commercials, or it mines your data.
No, not that I know.
In my experience with phones, if it's free, then you're the product, right?
Yeah.
As far as I know, the creator is a painter themselves, and this is something that they use, and they wanted to put it out to the community.
Okay, well, I might check it out then, because I'd rather pay for an app than use a free app generally. Because if I pay for it, I know that I feel more secure with my data. But
right, yeah, I know that's kind of a concern. I'm just going and going into the Play Store to find out.
damn-
He had
have
a
those-
whole thing on there about why he created it.
Yeah, I don't mind paying for an app.
Those damn commies are gonna know what we're painting, sons of bitches.
Right?
Well, it sounds like if you want free apps, sounds like you're the commie there, Brian.
I don't want free app. I don't. The only thing I use my phone for is working, calling
And
people.
prawn and corn.
No, corn. What the hell? No.
Corn. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, not my phone.
he had the
phone.
person that created this on there says that they're the summary about it is they're just a miniature painting hobbyist making an app for the hobby. They update it when they have time and features that they like doing, and don't bother contacting them regarding, outlandish stuff that you want on it. But if you think it'll improve the app, contact them.
I'll
That's
check it
basically
out.
what they have on there. But it's just some
Hey,
hobbyist.
Shadow. There's a new game out called Tabletop Game Store Simulator. Have you seen that?
I think
It's
tabletop
like you're
simulator,
running a
yeah.
game store.
Oh, table
It's pretty cool.
score simulator. You got to like kick out the
It's
guys
cool.
that
It's
don't
like-
use deodorant. Stink.
It's not that simulated, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like they have like this made up game called Forge Wars or something like that, and there's like 3 different factions, and there's rule books, and there's painting. You can paint, and you can actually play the game. Like you paint up your minis. You can play other people in your store, and you can make your store bigger and new product. It's fucking fun, dude. I like watch it. I don't have it. I'm watching it on YouTube. It looks like a lot of fun. It's like one of those grind games you just have a little fun with.
That sounds kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. You've got my
It is
curiosity. Got my curiosity.
Check it out.
Yeah, I could see wasting a lot of time playing that game, getting ready.
It's
to open
fun,
my
dude.
store when I can actually do
It's
something
fun.
to get ready to open my store.
You can buy like posters and like cardboard cutouts, like of ad agents or what. You can get like employees, and you check out people, and you can raise the prices up and down or whatever. It's pretty cool.
There you go. There you go.
That sounds crazy fun, in the nerdiest way possible. I mean,
You should find it on YouTube and just check it out. Just put it on the background while you're painting or something. And it's a lot of fun to just watch them like build their store and shit.
All right.
The prices are outrageous, dude. It's like a box of minis is like
$100.
$35, and the box doesn't even have it's got like bits. I think there's like 6 bits. It's almost like a collectible card game. Like you get a pack of cards, you don't know what the fuck's in it.
Yeah.
Same thing as this. You just buy the box and there's bits. It's like, oh, I got bits to a skeleton warrior. Oh, a druid. Oh, I got a bit. Yeah. So.
Don't give
wild.
them ideas. Don't give them ideas. I can see Games Workshop just
I
like,
know.
you now get like little blind boxes, and you get like 3/4 of a Space Marine, but it doesn't have one arm, and instead you get a Sisters of Battle like gun.
Exactly.
Hey, like, what am I supposed to do with this?
They wouldn't want to do it because it wouldn't be legal in the game. It's a whole WYSIWYG thing. So.
Well, that's the whole point. You have to buy like 3 or 4
Yeah.
packs to try and get the one arm you need for the one Space Marine. But then you end up with like, half a Tau, a leg from a Necron, and like a Adeptus Sororitas gun.
Exactly. That's exactly what the.
It's weird though, because
Yeah.
like our local Games Workshop store, Jackie and I went in a couple weeks
We
ago,
got one of these.
and they now have a miniature of the month that they give away.
Oh, cool.
And
They always have.
That's
it comes
cool.
in a box. You don't know what's in it. And Jackie and I each got one when we walked in. I'm like, okay, now we got to come back here every 3 or 4 weeks just to get something free from those bastards, because it's just a little rectangular sprue with the 4-5 pieces you clip out and glue together to make the dwarf, right?
I can just see Shadow at that store, and the guy comes up and says, "Can I help you?" Fuck you! I'm here for the free mini, and that's it. I will not buy anything else. Just give me the free mini. I'm out of here.
No, I do buy stuff. I do buy my once a year bottle of Valhalla Blizzard, the cottage cheese snow effect, and occasionally I'll buy some paint. But I was looking at just like the individual, like a leader for an army, right? Just one guy, just a regular dude, standing with like some staff or something in his hand, and it was $39.
Yep.
For two little screws of two little, I'm like, you're freaking shitting me. I can go home and point at, okay, hold on right here. I got it right here. This little freaking thing.
Once you get a printer,
from
you're never gonna buy another thing except STLs, man.
This is it's like a tree ant, but a little more magical from Dungeons and Lasers.
My only gripe with Dungeons and Lasers is they still don't have a paper instruction manual.
Yeah, tell me
There's
about
so many cool things I wanted to buy from them, and I just want.
It's the EU, dude. It's the whatever it is. The EU have rules and laws about printing paper instructions now.
I tell you, man. If a model kit does not have an instruction manual. Nope.
Yeah, I can't.
No purchase for me.
Right. I can't. It's really hard for me to pull the trigger on that.
It's like this. You can get the instructions online free. You can print them out and throw them in the box until you're ready. I buy a lot of their terrain later, Bo, that does not need instructions. You clip it and you put it together however you want because that's the way their Dungeons and Lasers terrain is. So I'm buying all that and getting all these other free minis, as the bonuses, the stretch goals or what have you. So I'm getting that stuff kind of, not really free because it's built into the cost, but they're saying this is free if you buy this. Okay,
right.
Cool.
Right.
So I tend to put those things together like really, really quick, like the Balrog that I did last month. That was free. If I want another one, it's like $69. Mm-hmm. And it's worth it. Here, let me show you because I know you haven't seen it. I know Brian asked because he showed it on his show. But this was just one of many minis I got from that Kickstarter.
It's a beast.
Dude.
Oh, man.
That looks like if Rob Zombie wanted to paint a mini.
Thank you. And it's got this, in this hand, it's got this flaming sword made out of clear plastic, so the flames look even better. But it's also got a whip that I could put in the hand that goes all the way around his body like he's just swinging it. It's freaking badass, but it's like so flimsy. But this was the big, top stretch goal. If and you could have got it if you bought into the Kickstarter for $100, you get what you would normally get for $100. Then you get like $200 worth of free crap, including this bad boy.
That looks sick. Did they give Donatello some steroids? Like, damn.
Yeah,
is hardcore. Reminds me of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Thanks. Yeah, Bo really liked the way I did the
holy crap.
And I'm not that great a painter, but it's like something like this. I'm gonna keep going and layers of dry brushing and highlight and edging and stuff. And even I don't know if you can see the flames on his back are also clear plastic.
Yeah, use some ink on that or something, or what would you do?
It was clear, literally clear. No color plastic, and I just a little bit of.
Nice job, Shadow. That's
Bombay,
seriously cool.
India ink, just really light, watered down. So you can still get the light coming through the clear plastic, because that's what it's for. If you're going to do clear plastic, I've seen people just literally paint the whole thing, and you can no longer tell it's clear plastic, and I'm like. Why?
Right.
It's like sure. I've got the part of that same Kickstarter was this kick-ass gelatinous cube mini.
Gelatinous cube, that's cool.
It's hollow, so you can put it over minis and stuff. But
like they ate them.
Yeah. The thing is there's a skeleton that's molded on the inside of the plastic, and there's no way to paint it that it doesn't look like you just painted over clear plastic because it's in the plastic. You know what I mean? So
Just
you
paint
just
the back of it, the
I
inside.
tried doing that, and it does. You literally have to do the wash first, then do the paint. You know what I mean? How you do a wash over the paint? You'd have to do the wash first because that's the way it's layered. And I'm just like, I don't even know what to do with this thing. It's cool as shit, but I'm probably just gonna glue it together and just go. There's a green slime first. Gelatinous cube, and not get too in the weeds with it because they overthought it. On paper it sounds great. Yeah, sculpt it so that you can see the skeleton, in the goo, but you sculpted it from the other side, and you can never get paint on to the side that's actually facing them because there's plastic over it.
I think if I were to tell the engineer something, I would say like if they made a separate little skeleton mini, and then it's molded into you know what I'm talking about, like a second.
You'd have to glue it in,
put it in from the backside
after you paint it.
Once it's painted, yeah.
Because there's no way to make it look right.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you can do is you can paint it from the outside and hope you can fake that green slime look over the paint job, which you could with layered glazing. But that's a nightmare. Okay.
Right.
Because if you don't do it right, you can tell you painted over the slime and it won't look right. Or you could just say, try better luck next time. Or you could maybe you could take that reciprocating saw you were talking about and carve it out and then put another skeleton that you painted in there.
That still seems like a pretty hefty ask to me. $120 to $50 for. I don't know if that's
a chunk. Yeah.
That's an investment.
It's like this. If you think you're going to use it 100 times, is it worth $1 a time?
I suppose that would be the way to think.
You really have to think. I mean, any kind of tool like that. I mean, I buy chainsaws like once every year, and I know I'm just gonna throw that chainsaw away because they don't make a replacement chain for it. It's like $60. Am I gonna get enough firewood out of it, or use out of it to warrant it? I'm like, yeah, because I don't want to do it with a handsaw and just go screw that,
right,
or something like that,
Sure.
You gotta look at it in the long run. Am I going to use this, X number of times? $1 a time. I mean, how much is your time worth? I have to explain to my wife all the time. She's like, when they ask her to work on a weekend, or something like that, I'm like, at this point you should be getting paid double time, because it's past time and a half. Like, are you? Well, then why do it? Is your time that
Yeah, I don't work for free.
Yeah, the government thinks your time at a certain point is worth double what they normally pay you. You should think the same way.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people don't. They're like, my time is worthless, or Beats not getting paid at all. I'm like, no, because you don't get that time back. Your company or your boss or whatever, or you just wasted that time that you should be doing something like more meaningful or more enjoyable or more profitable with your time. And if your company doesn't respect that, then just make them wait until Monday and you go in at regular time. If they're not going to do what everybody else would get, time and a half or double time. Just like, I can't get to it over the weekend. Sorry, it's my time. Fuck you. French. I guess you'll have to wait till Monday. You should have, said, we'll pay you double time or overtime. Especially like on holidays. What's it after double time? Is there such a thing? Is there that many hours in the week?
Right.
What would that be like? Like triple time or quadruple time or 3.5 times?
I think only by law, if you go over your 40 hours, it's time and a half.
Right, but after that,
I don't think there's.
But I think after 20 hours of time and a half, it goes double time.
Really? I don't think I've ever worked.
So that would be like,
I've never worked at any job that gave me double fucking time.
oh, I have.
Motherfuckers.
I'm pretty sure it's like your 61st hour on, it's double time. Which is funny because on your 61st hour, your performance is way less than if you were on your
Probably.
first hour of the week. You're so worn out after 60 hours in a work week that they'd be better off paying somebody else. You know what I mean? Unless they don't have anybody else, in which case you're pretty skilled at whatever it is that they value you that much, then take the double time.
Um,
And nowadays,
I just did a quick Google foo, and I can't find anything for over 61 hours in a work week. As far as it's saying here, after 40 hours is just time and a half by law. But I am sure there might be companies that do pay double time as an incentive for sure. I could see.
And mind you, I've been retired for like 35 years, so it may have been a thing.
I bet I know it's out. I'm almost certain that it's out there, that there are companies that'll pay double time if you work that long, because there's definitely skilled trades where, yeah, if Ryan isn't on the job doing this specific thing that only Ryan knows how to do, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. I was
So
gonna say
pay him double and get him out
Everybody would
of
know it'd
bed.
be Squirrel because they worked that man. He's
Mm.
There's no food in here. What do you want, buddy? There's no food.
it's another thing that's great for 3D printers. Bases.
Oh, I thought
there
you
you
were going
go.
to say dog food.
Make a million fucking bases if you want.
Yeah.
Whatever size you want.
Yeah, anything,
Yeah.
and also anything that has like a wood texture, like you're making like furniture, you just kind of orient the model the right way. It looks like a wood texture.
I've wanted to get into 3D sculpting, but I already have so many hobbies already. It's
Yeah, that's
so
a toughie,
like,
man. That's one that, I mean, unless you're a really good artist at a lot of things, like regular
Mhm.
sculpting and computers, that's like a real super. I mean, it could take you 5 or 10 years to learn everything you need to do to be like passable at it.
right,
You know,
right.
'cause
For sure.
I mean, if you starting from scratch, you don't know anything about computers and you don't know anything about sculpting, but you want to make 3D prints. Yeah, I don't know. I never.
Telling you, man, if you learn, it's all you need. You can make fucking whatever. You can make a whole game of just for
Well,
yourself.
you know what?
Yeah,
We're-
You know?
we're almost at the point where it's not going to be hard before there's like a computer assisted drawing program that will like let you literally 3D sculpt, on a computer screen to where you're like, okay, I take the guy and he's standing like this, and do all the things that they do at like my mini factory and places like that. And Squirrel says exactly. We work 7 days, 10 to 12 hours a day. We get time and a half after 8 Monday through Friday. Saturday is time and a half. Sunday is double time. Period.
I remember I was actually looking at like programs for sculpting, and I mean I have a little bit of a background in it, but not really for sculpting minis. But there is like, I think there's, if you have an iPad, like an iPad Pro, that there's like a $20 program that's not too bad. And
Nomad Sculpt, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Nomad. Yeah, I tried messing around with Nomad for a little bit, but you really got to have like a tablet for that to work.
Yeah.
It's really not great on a
Well,
phone. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not about to
I mean-
shell out for a tablet just for
Yeah.
one program.
But honestly, couldn't you? I mean, you can get STL. Let's say you're doing World War II Italians or some shit, right? You can just get the STLs from, the bodies from somewhere, and then just modify it on your computer.
don't
'cause
have
then
a
Italian.
Phil,
What's that?
you have a laptop or something, but you don't have a tablet, right?
Yeah, I don't have a tablet. Just a
See,
desktop.
I've got a laptop. I don't have a PC. My son does, but I kid you not, I've got 3 or 4 working tablets, and I use them for all different things. all of them have some of the same things, but a lot of them have like completely different uh, jobs. Let's put it that way.
Hmm.
And now at $200, so I'm not squinting at a little phone. I never use my phone to watch videos. I'll play music, by listening to like a YouTube video, like Golden Earrings Twilight Zone or something like that. When we're in the car, we'll pick music and we're not watching the video. We're just listening to it. But for everything else, it's got to be a bigger screen. I literally don't even use my phone for anything but phone calls and, sometimes music in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have a tablet for like work, but it sucks because I'm not used to the whole Apple.
Operating system.
Ecosystem.
Yeah, it's like so different
What's
because
up,
everything
nerdy?
else I use is PC stuff, and I'm also like sad over like I don't understand why people watch videos on phone. I mean, I listen to stuff while I'm walking around the house sometimes, but
Yeah, yeah. Like if I'm like when I'm on James's show, and I go like I've got to go take care of something downstairs or something, I'll take my phone and quickly turn it over to his show so he gets viewing time and I can hear
Mhm.
what's going on, just so I can keep up with the conversation. Then I'll get to the top of the stairs, turn it off, and come back in here, and continue talking to those guys. But yeah, I was just thinking just yesterday, I might want to get a new tablet because one of them's about to die, just because it's like 6 years old, and there's nothing. I'm not paying $100+ to get a new battery for it,
Mhm.
and some of the
Yeah.
operating systems no longer work because they keep updating things, and it's a brick. It'll do a couple of
Mhm.
things, and one of those things is like I only keep it around because I have an email address on Yahoo. But to get that email address, back in the day when I got it, that's how old it was. I had my backup email was an AOL address,
Oh,
and I
there
cannot
you go.
access that email that AOL address, so I cannot use that email on any other device except for the one that the password's saved in, but it won't tell me what my password is.
I have the same problem with my Xbox account. It's like on an old AOL password
So I
account.
can, and I contacted AOL, and they're still around, or they were 2 years ago. And I said, hey, I need, my mom passed away. It was on her computer. I have no idea. It's like 20 years. Can you help me out? They said, fine. We will send you some paperwork to release this information. Okay, like you can't just verify it's freaking me,
Right.
over the
You gotta
phone.
get
Like
paperwork.
it's AOL. I mean, for Christ's sake. I mean, you guys are barely in business. You'd think you'd want to help a guy out. They said, no, we'll send you some paperwork. You fill it out, return it to us, and we'll get you that password. You know what happened? They never sent me no damn paperwork. I'm like, why did you just say, hello, sir? Listen really clearly. Go fuck yourself and hang up.
I can just picture them trying to retrieve your account information. It's some wizard going down a spiral tower into the crypts and just taking out a book like Z A no, it was an M, right? Last name M, and then just like
He's pulling out one of those AOL discs that they would mail you.
yes GOK.
We're never using those damn things as
What?
bases for like tree stands and stuff.
Thanks, off, Grace.
The CDs.
Yeah, and I only have, and the only reason I need that email is for Kickstarter, because I still have some Kickstarters that are still going that I'm waiting for like 4 or 5 years now for them. I still get updates, maybe not quite that many years, but like 2 or 3 years, and all
That's
the
why I don't kickstart.
all the announcements come out saying, on that email address. And I can just go into Kickstarter and sign in and find out. But sometimes, these Kickstarters, they'll take a little longer than expected. But to date, I've had Kickstarters fail but return my money. But I've never had a Kickstarter fail and I never got anything back. It's usually like at the early stages, like Venger, he had a Kickstarter and he just canceled it. Just said, I'm not doing this. And everybody got their money back. within like 2 months of him putting the Kickstarter out, he's just like, for whatever reason, I'm just going to do something different with this project. Okay, fine.
Mhm.
But I've never gotten screwed on a Kickstarter or a Baccarat or an Indiegogo or any of those things. They've always come through for me, and I've backed at this point probably 100 different projects. So I'm kind of a big fan. It allows every time I do it, when I get the product in hand, it's freaking amazing. Like the amount of stuff that I get. Sure I had to wait a while, and sure it was aggravating. Like, oh man, I can't wait to get this. But after that 5 minute period, once a month goes away, that I wish I had that thing right now. I get distracted by some other shiny, and then when it finally
Mhm.
comes, it's like totally worth it.
There
Totally.
was only one that I think I had backed, or like it was kind of wild. So the guy had an idea for a really cool model, and he showed off that he had the model, and these were like prototypes. And he said that he was gonna 3D print these models, and you could buy them. He'd ship them to you. It was wildly successful, and I placed my order early on. It wasn't even a back this; it was just like place the order for the model, and then a series of emails started coming out, and he was like, "Wow, this was really successful. That's great." And I don't have enough machines to make all this work, so now I've got to go and buy machines because I only have 2 printers. And I thought to myself, I was like, so I mean, they're taking orders up front, and it looks like this company was, it would appear that they were set up for this, but in all actuality, there was no way they were going to meet the volume. So I think they just took the orders as their essentially like their down payment for.
Machines.
I think they brought in 25 top of the line printers or something like that to catch up with the volume. But that was the only one where I felt like, and it was the way it was presented. It just seemed like they were going to have these to you, in a week or two.
Oh,
when
really?
in all actuality, they don't have enough volume. If they got like 100 orders, maybe they'd be able to crank that out in a few months or whatever, which would have been fine. But I mean, having to buy the machines, wait for them to ship from China all the way to the US, and then start your production, to me, that was the only one where I was like, I wish they would have just told me, if we need to get more machines, it's going to be a longer wait. That was the only one that kind of rubbed me a little. But
in theory, he could have hired somebody to just print all that shit. There's all sorts of
contract or something.
Yeah,
but it felt like he wanted money to start a print farm, and this was his way into it. And
yeah.
So, but he held on to people's money. The product wasn't to me for a year and a half.
But you did get?
I did get it. It just rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, I guess if I was a little bit more of a snively person, I could say, oh, look at me, I'm creating a goblin and you can get one for $5. And if you order 20 or whatever, you get a discount, and then use all that money as initial startup capital for a print farm or whatever.
Well, that's what that's what they do. They come up with these new projects to fucking finish the last project.
So, some people, not everybody does that.
I mean, all the big companies do that.
No, well, maybe, I don't know. I know Flying Frog Production doesn't do that. I know Archon Studio doesn't.
Cool Mini or Not does it. Fucking
I've only gotten 2 things.
Manic did it.
Cool Mini, which was Zombicide, and then the Zombicide Iron Maiden Kickstarter, which was awesome, well worth it. I mean, a little pricey, because it was Iron Maiden, so they had to pay those guys. But I'm glad
I didn't even have the Ace. What the fuck? Didn't even have the fighter pilot.
I know. And there was another one that it didn't have that I really wanted. I want to say the Trooper.
Oh yeah, the Troopers wasn't even fucking in it.
Yeah, but I mean, it had some other cool stuff. And then the Zombicide, and those are the only two I've ever gotten from them. So I don't know. Squirrel says I've only been shafted once via Kickstarter, probably because I called out the folks for being a shyster. Only $80. Off-grid says thankfully I've never been burnt by a crowdfunder. Yeah, even the one I did for Razor Fist is Ghost of the Badlands book. Love that thing. It was a great book. But too bad his other books weren't as good. But I got the poster right here that he autographed. I'm just trying to find a frame for that.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, neat. That's cool.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
nice.
Razor Fist. Isn't he that like got screamed?
Well,
all
he
the
doesn't
time or
really
whatever?
scream. He berates people with very flowery language. That's very well.
He
Very
spins
well.
around in his chair, giving the middle finger, saying, "F you, I was right. F you, I was right."
Yeah. He does have his little childish moments, but who doesn't? And when he
Mhm.
did that
I like him.
first
Yeah.
time, I damn near fell out of my chair. It was so funny because he talks. He uses really big $10 words, whatever they call it. Really big words that you probably maybe never even heard before.
He's got quite the lexicon, huh?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he does it really well. And then when he does the fuck you, I was right, fuck you, I was right. It's just like, yes, we're all like that. And yeah, I will definitely get a frame for it, but I've got so many things I need framed. I just found out that the Arduin map that Jackie worked on and did all the flags for the countries. They sent me a copy of that with the Kickstarter, but there's one copy they signed. They had the artist actually signed it to Jackie because Jackie helped him finish his last lifelong project, and shortly thereafter he passed away.
Oh no.
Yeah. William Watt. It took him like a big significant portion of his life to get it to print. Draw the whole map up, do all the things, and then Jackie came and provided all the flags that border the map of all the different countries, 71 country flags that he designed and got paid really well for. And I almost gave it away for the big giveaway. And they're like, "Hey, make sure you get the one that's autographed." I'm like, "What?"
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
right. It's gonna be
Oh.
like, yeah. So the one I have in this room.
It's like, Bill, hey, you know that gift I sent you? Send that shit back. I got another thing for
Yeah,
you.
right. Yeah, because if anything had happened like that, like I sent it to the wrong person, they would never send it back. They just wouldn't. People are like that.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh yeah, I sent it. Where's the tracking number? Oh, I forgot," and it's still sitting in their closet or something.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
and there's no chance I'm taking the risk for that. And I explained to my wife, Jackie got paid $1,000 to do that work. We want that framed over the damn mantle or somewhere, prominence in the house to go, yes, our boy did that. And then look, there's the signature of the guy. He's like, nah, I don't want it on the wall. Like, what? I know, right? Well,
You're the man. You're the man of the house, Shadow. Tell her what's up.
We're running out of wall space in places, but that's not the first time that's happened. One year for Christmas, she asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I said, "You know what I want? I want a set of all the original Star Wars movie posters." Right? The original first one we saw as a kid.
There you go. There you go.
Luke holding up the lightsaber,
Yeah.
and lo enough, she found it, got it for me for Christmas, and she's like, "Why'd you want this?" And I'm like, "Well, because I want to frame them and put them on the wall." She's like, "I don't want those on the wall." What the fuck did you buy them for? Right?
For you, because she loves you.
But like, did you not think? Oh, posters. No worries, Bill. Did you not think that I would actually want to do something besides just leave them in the tube forever? And those movie posters are iconic. Even the ones with Kylo Ren, whatever. I wasn't going to hang those, but Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back. The main six. Would have gone on the wall. In matching frames, the whole bit. Be like boom, 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 boom. Well, I guess there's a Star Wars fan in this house. Well, there's actually two. It's like, no, I don't want you to do that. And I'm like,
I could see I can see Shadow's pillow talk. He's like, "Baby, you like the first movie poster of Star Wars. You're so beautiful. You're my Empire Strikes Back poster, signed by the whole crew. That's how much I love you."
Cool thing is those posters were oil paintings.
Yes, and they were done by the Hildebrandt brothers, who were a group of twins who could finish each other's work. Like one guy would work on the drawing and then go to sleep. The other one would wake up and finish where he left off.
Crazy.
Right, Hildebrandt did some awesome shit. He did a lot of cool pinup work. Yeah. They did a lot of pinup work. Which
it was like literally a visible mutant power. You know what I mean? Some sort of psychic thing going on that you could literally witness. And there's videos of them, like kind of doing that.
There's something with twins, dude. There's something about twins, man. Yeah. They're a different breed.
Yeah. Off grid. I have some frames, but because the Arduino Kickstarter had so many different maps, there's like the big one that Jackie did. I have to get a custom frame for because it's so big. It's like 50 something by 40 something inches. It's just like I have some of the largest, like really cheap ones where you take the edges off and it's just that clear thin layer of plastic for posters. That's over here, I think. That one right there, the John Carter. I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably can't see it. The John Carter map or poster. I forget where I got that, but Joe Jusko's art. It's just one of those cheap frames, and
they're definitely good if you have a lot of posters, for sure.
Yeah, which I actually do.
Just get them protected somehow, for sure.
I don't know, man. It's funny because I have posters all throughout my fucking house, right? That's one cool thing. Mel's like, yeah, it's cool, whatever you want to do. But honestly, guys, I like movie posters that are worn, folded, got the holes in the center, because it looks real, man. It's like a real fucking like one of my pride and joys. I have the original Return of the Living Jed movie poster.
I used to have the
theater, right?
Because I used to not live. My dad's gun shop was near this place called Price's Cinema Shop, and his store was full of movie posters, original. I mean, that was like it. Except for some books and magazines and stuff. And I got the two different versions of the Lord of the Rings cartoon movie poster. And as a kid, I didn't know how to treat them well, so they were they get pulled off accidentally. So there was like rips in the corners. And I just thumbtack it back up. But when she was ordering those movie posters, I almost pulled the trigger on a Revenge of the Jedi movie poster for $1,000.
Whoa!
I don't even know if that'd be real, dude. Because I know they had some title cards or whatever for it.
And I was like, you know what? That's something I could definitely see putting away in like a safe deposit box, because if it's real, that thing is going to be worth a crap ton of money, in the future. But I didn't, and I bet it's still there waiting in the same place. Probably more expensive.
So there's news about classic movies. I guess they're going to make a sequel to The Thing.
Really? No way.
Yeah. Especially the Carpenter's Thing.
Okay, here's the
thing, man. That was a wild movie.
Yeah, but you know what they're going to do? They're going to completely avoid the best part of that movie for me, which was the alien spaceship. That scene where they literally show the aerial view. There's a freaking frozen spaceship down there. That's the movie I want to see. I want to see the guys going into that freaking ship, and exploring it.
Well, they did. They had that prequel, that piece of shit prequel.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They were in the spaceship. Did you see that one?
No. What's it called?
It's The Thing. It's just the prequel. It's okay. So it was the whole premise was it was a prequel. It was the Norwegians, right? The whole movie's about the Norwegians finding the ship, bringing it back, and then it's supposed to meld, it's supposed to end right when the Carpenter's Thing starts, right? They fucked it up. They fucked this up.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, they fucked it up.
That's a shame.
So, I mean, it had, and you know, it's funny because the movie, they made like all these badass, hey, nerds in the house.
nerds.
So they had like physical effects, right? Of the true nature of the thing and what its real form is and all that shit. They made all this badass, physical effects for it. And then the studio execs, they said, dump it. We're just going to CGI it. So they CGI'd all this shit, and they had already made badass, like, practical effects for it. And it's just like, it looks like shit. Sucks.
In my opinion, practical effects always look. I think for the most part they look better. There's some things I think like I have seen some really cool new advancement that they're making with hybridized CGI and practical. That seems like a decent middle road, but always the practical stuff looks like how in the heck did they make that? Just that part alone is one of the like fun things about a good movie with those effects.
The giveaways are always like the perspectives and things like that they just can't quite get right. Making it look 3D. When a practical effect is in fact a real 3-dimensional object, so you get all the perfect perspective shots. If you like, it's a box and you move around. As opposed to if you just animated that, it just never. I don't know. Maybe it's the shadowing or the light.
I watched some making of like the original Superman.
That's what they should do if they're going to do CGI. They should like overlay it on at least like make the set instead of just a green screen, make the set with the desk and the table and the things, and then just animate over that. Because that way when the camera moves, what you got there?
It's just a dust. Nerds in the house, so I can't see it.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, this is Action Jackson. Some British dude.
There you go.
Shit, not Carl Weathers' badass Action Jackson movie, but did you ever see that? Awesome 80s fun. Had Tiffany in it. Fucking Carl Weathers kicking ass.
It sounds familiar, but
oh god, who's the chick from Basic Instinct who did her leg switch? Come on, guys. Sharon Stone, that's it. Yep. She's in it too.
I remember Action Jackson.
It's a good action flick.
We used to call.
What do you want, puppy? What do you want? Come on, come say hi to everybody. That's my boy.
Hey, Doggo's in the house.
Oh, he's a good boy.
So, guys, me and Mel have been watching recently. She'd never seen it before, but I watched it when it first came out. It's called Scare Tactics. And it's like they set up this scene. Like, okay, so here's an example. I tell Shadow that there's a big rave going out in the desert, right? And he's like, fuck yeah, let's go. So, like, we're in a car, and it's me. I'm the accomplice.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah. I know exactly.
Yeah, and they prank their friends. Yeah. That show is awesome.
Watch that shit. That is hilarious. So good. Oh, my God. It's so, and then some of them are so brutal. It's just like, like they're murdering somebody in front of the guy, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, it's like divorce material. You pull that on the wrong husband or wife.
Oh yeah,
it's just over.
It's usually like younger kid, like college kids and shit. But oh my god, it's so funny.
Yeah, I've caught a couple of them. I don't even know how, because I like literally never watch regular TV anymore.
It used to be on the Sci-Fi Channel back in the day.
That's probably what it was.
You might have picked it up there.
It was good stuff, man. I missed that channel.
It used to.
And Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. I missed that.
Adult Swim was cool.
Take off my cable.
MTV used to be cool.
Well, see, that's going back way farther.
I think MTV's finally done.
I used to watch a lot of G4 as well.
Oh yeah, G4
Game Network or whatever.
Attack of the Show or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gadget Prawn. That was another one. I think, right? Gadget Prawn.
Yeah.
They'd show off.
I guess Action Jackson canonically killed an avatar of Cthulhu in the. So this motherfucker killed like a star spawn Damn. It's like that's like Cthulhu's kid.
I don't think I remember that. I think I would remember that
The
if I
Star
saw it.
Spawn?
Yeah, I mean, the movie.
Oh.
I think
No. I think she's talking about in the game. In the
Oh.
Dust game.
Oh, okay.
This guy did that.
Okay, that's why I don't remember it. I wasn't there.
There you go.
This, my girlfriend's really excited for the upcoming release of the next Stranger Things season. It's
Me too.
releasing on
Last season.
Thursday. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to it. This
Me
holiday,
too.
like Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah.
I know what I'll be doing.
I think the show jumped the shark a couple seasons ago, but I'm still invested in it because I dig the kids and I dig the world that they're in and whatnot.
Absolutely. They if they never did anything else, I'd be
I think it'd
like,
be okay.
yeah, it'd be like you created something special. A lot of people really enjoyed it. It brought a lot of families like mine together. Jackie's mom who knows nothing about anything that had to, and not one thing that happened in that movie, resonated with her, but she could still enjoy it.
Right.
Because it was a great little story. Jackie loved all the what's up, Cal?
What's going on, Orc Child?
All the
That's
kids
Cal,
stuff,
Yeah, Cal's in the house.
Yep. And I enjoyed all the '80s member berries and Eddie was one part me and like 3 parts a whole bunch of kids I grew up with.
I think the writing is still pretty good. I mean, some of the story stuff did. Yeah, I would agree with Brian a little bit.
They brought in, I forget her name. Really don't like her. She's just like really, really just a whole bunch of bad stereotypes thrown into one. Yeah, just everything else. There's a couple other issues, and a lot of the people, in real life, I cannot stand. But watching it, I can let go for a little bit. Like 10 episodes a year, or every 2 years. And like, okay, fine, I'll watch these dirtbags and pretend they're other people because that's what they're doing. And it, I when it comes out on DVD, which it damn well better, I will buy it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then I will cancel my Netflix subscription because there will never be another reason to have a Netflix subscription, as far as I'm concerned.
We're also watching Welcome to Derry. Have you seen any of that?
No,
It's a prequel to the It movies, not the book or the TV movie, but the recent movies. One of the first and second one.
Crazy.
It's really good. It's violent as fuck. I mean, we're talking about kids. I mean, kids are just being massacred like brutally.
I watched the original. I watched the original one back in the day. It was funny. I taped it on VHS, right? And it finished taping when I was sleeping. I woke up the next day. I watched it. I'm like, okay, it was like 4 hours, a miniseries or whatever. I watched it.
Yeah.
I kid you not. As soon as it was over, my best friend shows up at my place. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Looking good, George. Looking good.
I just watched it. He's like, "Oh no, wait, let's watch it." I'm like, "I just watched it." It's like, "Come on, let's watch it." I'm like, "All right," and I watched it.
Is that a Lizard Man or is that a deep one?
It's on the box. It says troglodyte.
Oh, it's troglodyte. Okay.
But I figured just make it.
That's looking great. That's looking great.
Thanks. So, next ones will be better. I'm gonna head out.
I like the mantis. Oh, all right.
George, I was gonna end it right about here. Anyways, we've been doing this for about 2 hours, and I'm starting to yawn. So that's my body telling me I gotta move around and do some stuff.
His ancient body must rest and recoup.
Yeah, I will.
It's like sort of
Always a pleasure.
Like,
Yeah,
get
right.
back to the re-energizing machine. It's like what? Remember, you guys remember the original?
there we go.
Remember the original Invaders? Shadow. Remember
I don't remember it. It was before my time. but I did watch some videos on it, and it's on my very short list of things to watch because
the aliens have to like recharge in these kind of like these big like tubes.
it was like
I'm not surprised
recharging.
that you need to go recharge because you were getting roasted pretty heavy over on Bear's channel for a bit there.
Oh,
no, that's a regular day thing. I don't mind it. It's all good fun.
For sure.
We have our own ways of showing our affection toward our good friends.
Right.
Speaking of which, Bill, you are always welcome here anytime. And
Thanks, man.
just for the record, we do have that logo now that you were asking about. So just saying, when you get back home, you want to finish that project. I will not, say no.
Yeah. I have to remember the project that I was thinking about with the logo for.
The miniature cases.
Yeah, that's right.
The cardboard.
I finally was able to get up the money for the material. I've got the material for them now. It's a solid $300 worth of material that I bought. So that project's moving along slowly, but we're gonna get there.
Yeah. Jackie designed the logo, and it's really cool. And then George made a rotating, like animated version of the logo that's just like, oh my god, that's so mind bending. I love it. I'll have to share that with you guys somehow. I don't know how to do the multi-screen thing yet. I'm retarded functionally, but still. Everybody else out there in TV land, thanks for showing up, making this a great time. Bo, thanks for showing up. Squirrel, prayers and best wishes for the things, etc. Cal, again, I'll see you on Sunday. Nerdy, I'll see you when I see you, probably before next Thursday. Anybody else I missed? Off Grid, I'll see you Sunday, and I'll see you Friday. I'll see Bo Friday. Who else was here tonight? I feel like the lady from Romper Room. You remember that? How she'd end the show? Mirror, mirror. I see you, Billy. I see you. You remember that? No? Okay.
You're showing your age right there.
Yeah, I know.
Here, let me look it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, definitely before your time, Bill. All right, folks. I'm going to go sit in front of the fireplace and read a good book and chill out for the rest of the night and probably pass out within 2 pages.
All right. Good night, all.
Take care.
All right, guys. Keep it weird.
Always a pleasure, guys.
All right, bye-bye.